Istanbul, Turkey rescuers are racing to find survivors trapped beneath rubble either side of the Turkey-Syrian border as the death toll from one of the strongest earthquakes to hit Turkey in 100 years rose beyond 600 people. Thousands more were injured as the 7.8 magnitude quake shook residents from their beds around 4 a.m. Monday, sending tremors as far away as Lebanon and Israel. The earthquake's epicenter was 23 kilometers, 14.2 miles, east of Nordegi, in Turkey's Gaziantep province, at a depth of 24.1 kilometers, 14.9 miles, the United States Geological Survey, USGS, said. Video from the scene in Turkey showed they breaking over rows of collapsed buildings, some with apartments exposed to the elements as people huddled in the freezing cold beside them, waiting for help. In Turkey, at least 284 people were killed and more than 2,300 injured, according to Vice President Fuat Oktay. In neighboring Syria, at least 386 people died, including 239 mostly in the regions of Aleppo, Hama, Latakia and Tartus, Syrian state TV reported. The White Helmets Group, officially known as the Syria Civil Defense, also reported at least 147 deaths in opposition-controlled areas of northwestern Syria. Much of northwestern Syria, which borders Turkey, is controlled by anti-government forces amid a bloody civil war that began in 2011. Syrian rescuers, white helmets, and civilians search for victims and survivors amid the rubble of a collapsed building in the rebel-held northern countryside of Syria's Idlib province on the border with Turkey, early on February 6, 2023. Monday's quake is believed to be the strongest to hit Turkey since 1939, when an earthquake of the same magnitude killed 30,000 people, according to the USGS. Earthquakes of this magnitude are rare, with fewer than 5 occurring each year on average, anywhere in the world. 7 quakes with magnitude 7.0 or greater have struck Turkey in the past 25 years, but Monday's is the most powerful. Carl Lang, an assistant professor at Georgia Tech University's School of Earth and Atmospheric Sciences, told us the area hit by the quake Monday is prone to seismic activity. It's a very large fault zone, but this is a larger earthquake than they've experienced any time in recent memory, Lang said. Strong aftershocks have been felt in southern and central Turkey. About 11 minutes after the main quake hit, the strongest aftershock of 6.7 magnitude hit about 32 kilometers, 20 miles, northwest of the main quake's epicenter. Another intense aftershock with a magnitude of 5.6 then occurred 19 minutes after the main quake. It destroyed apartments and damaged vehicle in Yurt neighborhood of Çukurova district after the earthquake in Adana, Turkey, on February 6, 2023. Kurdi said there were up to 8 very strong aftershocks in under a minute after the 7.8 magnitude quake struck, causing belongings in his home to fall to the ground. Many of his neighbors had left their homes following the quake, he said. Photos showing the true scale of the disaster emerged as they broke in Turkey. Entire buildings have been flattened, with metal rods scattered across the streets. Cars have toppled over, while bulldozers work to clear the debris. Hundreds of thousands of people are impacted by this. It is cold, it is rainy, roads could be impacted, that means your food, your livelihood, the care for your children, the care for your family. Anything as far as crops or anything growing across this region will be impacted as well. The ramifications of this are broad and will impact this region for weeks and months. Search and rescue teams have been dispatched to the south of the country, Turkey's Interior Minister, Süleyman Soylu, said. EFAD, the disaster agency, said it had requested international help through the Emergency Response Coordination Center, ERCC, the European Union's humanitarian program. Nearly 1,000 search and rescue volunteers have been deployed from Turkey's largest city, Istanbul, along with dogs, trucks and aid, according to its governor, Ali Yerlikaya. Sorry for our loss. I wish our injured a speedy recovery, Yerlikaya wrote on Twitter. The governor of Gaziantep, Daud Gul, said on Twitter that the earthquake was felt strongly in our city, and advised the public to wait outside their homes and stay calm. Please let's wait outside without panic. Let's not use our cars. Let's not crowd the main roads. Let's not keep the phones busy, he said. Gaziantep province has a number of small and medium-sized cities, with a sizable refugee population, according to Brookings Institute fellow Asli Edin Tazbaz. Some of these areas are rather poor. Some are more richer, urban areas, but other parts that we're talking about that seem to have been devastated are relatively lower income areas, she said. Video from the city of Diyarbakir, to the northeast of Gaziantep, shows rescue workers frantically trying to pull survivors out of the rubble. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan said the quake was felt in many parts of the country. I convey my best wishes to all our citizens who were affected by the earthquake that occurred in Kahramanmaraş and was felt in many parts of our country. All our relevant units are on alert under the coordination of the FAD, Erdogan wrote on Twitter. Search and rescue operations are underway as many are here trapped in the rubble. Messages of condolences and support started pouring in Monday morning as world leaders woke to the news of the deadly earthquake. White House National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan said the United States was profoundly concerned about the destruction in Syria and Turkey. I have been in touch with Turkish officials to relay that we stand ready to provide any and all needed assistance. We will continue to closely monitor the situation in coordination with Turkey, Sullivan wrote on Twitter.